Okay, so after a day on the on-off ferry yesterday, we've come to the Grand Palace. Now, I didn't know shorts weren't allowed, so I had to go and hire some from a woman across the road, like those. It's 100 deposit and 50 baht hireage. We thought this was the actual entry, but it's just like in this inside courtyard and park. So we're unsure what it was going to cost. Eventually we hit the ticket office and it was 500 baht each to enter into this area, which was inside another wall that went right round. Now the area is basically all about Buddha, and the inside walls were where we spent a lot of time walking around, because they had fans going in there all the time and trying to keep it cool. Now if you want to know more about this, I'm going to try and put a link down below that'll take you to some information about the Grand Palace. It's quite confusing without the map and being able to read a bit. You probably have very little understanding of what's going on. Even here I've tried to put the names of each thing that we looked at. Some of them weren't even names, so I don't know what they were about. Inside the inner wall though was all this Buddha cosmology. This went round the entire area. So you could have spent a day just staring at that if you understood exactly what all of it meant. But anyway, we didn't do that. We just walked around the inner walls to keep cool with the fans, and then we popped our head out after we'd been in there for a while to have a look at the other buildings that were going on around the place. Now the Grand Palace was built by King Rama I in 1782. Outside where we first came in and further on, basically they're all government buildings, whereas in here is all about Buddha. I must admit, it was quite impressive. The detail they go into with the mosaics and that is amazing. And these things here, the Devil Guardians, are also quite amazing. And in each area where you could come out from the wall, these two guys were standing. I think these were one of the main attractions that I liked when I was in there. There were so many stupas and cheddars and those sorts of things going on, and some of them I had no idea what they were about at all. But they were pretty, and the detail was amazing. Eventually you will come to, I think I've put the Thai name for it, but it's the Emerald Temple, where inside there's actually 3 little emerald depictions of Buddha from each season. There's also supposed to be a book, emerald type book, something housed in one of these buildings that have the scriptures from Buddha. Now here there was some sort of prayer thing going on where it's appeared they were holding a lotus flower, dipping in the water, and then you flick it over yourself. I did not understand that exactly, but I'm guessing somebody would know what the meaning of that was. Now, as you can see from just then and around as we go along, the mosaics here are amazing. The time spent doing this must be incredible, but it's absolutely picturesque. I'm not too sure what those dudes were, but they also surround the temple. I'm presuming they're another type of guardian. Because this is the Emerald Temple of the Emerald Buddha. So to go, you could go in, but of course everyone was praying in there and doing their thing, so you had to be quiet, and pictures weren't really allowed. So after this we come outside the wall, and there's still more buildings going on. Some of them were government buildings, but this here is supposed to be the king's residence when I guess he's at home. No idea where he is there or not. There was not much going on. There didn't appear to be any guards or anything around it. Although out at the outer gate there was a whole heap of guards sitting in the building having a rest, and a whole heap of guards where you could go and stand at a fan that was spraying water to keep you cool, which was quite good. You needed it, I tell you. Anyway, after a quick look at the residence, that was about it for us. I think we missed a few things, but as I say, it was pretty crammed up in there with temples and things, and a little bit hard to understand what was going on. But it's worth a day's visit. And after that, we went back to our motel and went out for the evening again. Final trip up to Koh San Road, which was also well lit up and really beautiful at that time of night. Wasn't much going on in the bars and things worth talking about. And then of course that was our time in Bangkok. From here we're going to fly down now to Krabi tomorrow, and that'll be the next video that comes up will be about Krabi town, what we saw there. Thanks for watching.